Yo, Tokyo Manibalo. Amaro Glonaba, Miatobio, Omangulo, Agbalaraka Dadio, Anyama, Malamo, Nakpo Afa Kaka, Nakpolia Jania, Omangulerania, Onglone. Tamanya Yavuva Fiami, Amungonglo. Yena, a fadu dadia, le temps le ble mama, no kafa, alono kadufa, Polia Kajani, Anyako Jania, Onglone, Ekata Kodanari. Manya Polia de Rajao. Mamia told you, daddy, le ble mama. Coco daddy, ye over Troashinchi, over Trozunka, the Old Testament. Nyatobio Nio Mocha hieroglyphic writing over. Manya Nachong by ABC Dinglong Law, Dong Lanangwa, a Tanangwa, but Aleka, Nyato Chaniso, one and Nanamong Longuchema, Marco de Wolfibania Hebrew language. Over young Lord Daddy Tanamibong Lonangwa. Mama Mafia ABCD for Fimonia. Exodus chapter 20, verse 24. Make an altar of earth for me and sacrifice on it your burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, your sheep, goats, and wherever you cause my name to be honored, I will come to you and bless you. Nobody, a mayaka o wana mawuga basa o jide makawe one.
First of all, I extend my greetings to all the listeners and the viewers of Kabacha TV. Okay. And I'm very grateful to be called upon this afternoon for the interview. Ni kumajiba magle kwenyeba miatoa ma dakbana mashiam da alaika oyomi be ma oyomba mafuna aduaja ado ngi kaji nyatefe doko jakote ba miafa subo ikaba amada wo chone ba subo de kala azugbogbo voto fa subo kaka miejiba miaglona mo ba manyene ma wo jabo noimo ala bana anunofu a madokpo mama in a nutshell. Let's say we have in Ghana, we have 3 religions that we normally practice in this country. And as we always know, when in our classroom we teach religious and moral education, then we normally tell our kids that, we have 3 religions, the traditionalists, the Christians, and then the Muslims. And but it has gotten to the notice to some of us that one of the religions has been neglected for so many years now. And because of that, many of us are going astray. We don't know what to do, we don't know what to say, because we are afraid. We think when I do this, maybe people will see me in that train, that I am an advocate to the devil, which is not so. Because to me, I see this as being the foundation of our ancestors that they have laid down for us. And what I want to say is that when you look at the whole country, as we speak right now, the 3 religions that we normally talk about, the traditionalists, the Christians and the Muslims are having their holidays that they normally celebrated every year. But when it comes to the traditional religion, come to think of it, we don't have anything to talk about. Let's say we have this kind of a holiday to celebrate it on this day in order to give honor to our deities. No. And it has got to the notice of the traditionalists and some of us who are the advocates to the traditionalists that let us choose a day as a libation day. So as we are speaking right now, the libation committee has been formed by Africania Mission. And my name is C.K. Ashagwa. I'm the one who is the chairman of the committee. And within that committee, we formed the committee within 2019. That is the first time that we formed the committee. And what we are doing is that we are putting on a celebration in form of a festival in order to give honor to our ancestors and the deities. And this time around, we did it in a way that there is a time that all our divinities, our deities, they go to the spiritual realm in order to give a still worship. So giving a still worship, it is a time that is set aside for the divinities or the deities to go and hold a meeting. Sometimes people said they go and meet the creator in order to deliberate on other issues, but to us we know it is just a meeting that they did in order to safeguard the lives of all the needies and other things. And on that particular day, it happens every year. That is 15th of May to 15th of June. So we have set that day aside as a national libation in order to call all the traditionalists, all those who believe in the tradition, as how we are doing it over here right now, to have a very vividly organization or a group in order to motivate, in order to send a message to the government to give us a holiday on those 2 days that I have just mentioned, the months May or June, so that we can advocate for the government to give us a holiday on that day in order to give honor to our deities. And as we are speaking right now, we started this thing within the 2019. By then it was on a small scale because the COVID-19 or the pandemic is in this existence. So we were not at that much in order to float the authorities of the government. So we did it on a small scale. In 2020, it was somehow a bit bigger. Then in this 2022, the one we hold just 2022 was very massive. And we did it at Chairman. As we speak right now, we are communicating with other regions in order to extend it over there. We speak with the people of the Ghanland. We are also speaking with the people of the Ashanti region in order to go to those traditional areas to give them the message to support the activity, the initiative that we are bringing on board, because the traditionalists have been taken for granted for so many years. Meanwhile, we are the only persons that rally behind the political parties the most. And as time goes on, we are coming to witness the oncoming election, which is going to happen within 2024. And as we are speaking, they will be coming to our house for more promises and other stuff. I am even advocating to all the traditionalists. I am giving them this message that this is what we are intent doing. We are not fighting with anybody. We don't want to quarrel with anybody. It's just a little bit negotiation that we are going to have with the government in order to give us that what we deserve as a traditionally. So as we are speaking right now, the Africania mission is the head that is championing the whole system through the libation. So we want everybody to come on board, all the traditionalists, most especially the indigenous of the African land, because we want this to extend to other countries also. We want it to reach other countries, other continents also, because this is the time the African tradition is supposed to wake up. We don't have to be in our slumbers anymore. Ngiko glomala kwe kwenye ba mnyafa chipodi wanaode. Ado mnyafa de konwa ale kamenya subo mafe. Au maton la jukwa ma. Ikaba mie wana ngushiang o glona na myo ha mie le dukoma. Kaka na mie kwe jujon kakama le mnya de konto shio. Doko nya ngika mie va konkote ko ba mnyafa jirudu wa. Doko emia temuda wo nguduma mi agbatema mi ta mi ha mi ejijimba afreham wo va da shi na 2024 mi ato de konto kata no kpashire mian mi avli mi afa de konwata ikaba mi ahojujon kaka ikaba jujon kaka mo mi gbogblomba mi afa voduawo oyi na fe le fajimu aton fan kaka wi atongbe ika fe yiyima no yevo ogbona la fajimu adafan kaka adagbe wi atongbe ikaba no gbogbo ma mi dona azagande dunano ikaba mi cho dona wezo no ta mi mashia majimba no kpashire mian na mi atutu anya hawo ado de mi afajirudu ogbo wona mi jujon kaka mi ha mi de konto neganya fajimu atofan kaka wi atongbo lodo pajingwa dafa nkaka wi atombo loro ado omava akata economy a na nkaka mado mi adui kwa balaka ko Kristo to gwa ba yo Christmas dum yo Easter dum mi ato Muslims ho gwa ba yo Eid al-Fitr kwa Eid al-Adha moduma mi adui anya kpi akoko miele na Kabacha TV ba na kakenami ikaba oda aduajagbo ala ba mi nya ba Kabacha TV ala Shanti region nami ikaba wana anwo na dogo ikaba miao ha bia hojujon kakamalo akpanami
yo akpana be egba nami anyake da le de kon penwo na ma ngi be na nami na na via be an so via le be na mi o yuto be nya so na na akotuma
yo akpa ngi ko ma glofia kpia la nsosogo ma le de kon fa nyanwa tafla chikafla amagare wo chone ba gbagban ko nya kaka miamara de wo mienya ba na abaji nyatafa na abaji nyatafa afia gojia yenya de kon to gbo na kpogala ala ba angade wo lam kaka hafi na gara de kon ma gbo na mia to so he de share ba. We don't just get up and said, I am going to join a tradition or I am going to be a member of this deity. It is a call. If they don't call you, you can be a member, but don't force yourself to be part or to be an initiate to that deity. Because if you do, maybe you will not abide by the rules and regulations of the deity. So with that, you may find it very difficult to comply. Then in one way or the other, you say, oh, this deity is just disturbing me, it's just doing this. So as we speak right now, I will advise all the younger ones, all our brothers and sisters, to take the tradition so seriously, because to me it is like it's a legacy our forefathers have left for us. They did this with all their wholehearted. They fought for it. Even upon the distractions that came upon them, they were able to what? To overcome it with the same tradition. So why can you call your ancestor as somebody who is not worthy? Is it because of the worldly things that we are seeing today that your ancestors they were not able to have? Is that the reason why you are calling them they are not worthy? But never the konwa agbe ojinanemi. You have to be truthful, you have to be honest, you have to be humble. Those are the things that we normally see in a tradition. That is why when you go to Nogokpo, one of the big shrines in this Volta region also, it has written on the wall, the truth shall set you free. And it is true. If you are in the tradition and you are not speaking the truth, maybe you are just deceiving yourself, thinking that you are deceiving somebody. At the end, the destruction will come upon you. That is why even in the Bible, they say the wages of sin is death. So even if you are in a tradition and you did wrong and you are expecting good at the end, I think that is not the issue. So all our brothers and sisters should come on board. This thing is very sweet. When you understand it and you do it in accordance manner, you go scot-free. You love it. It is not for doom as our the strangers or the other religious persons do say. We are very grateful to have the Kabacha TV to give us the view on this, so that we will try as much as possible to teach our younger brothers and sisters to understand what is the tradition, to understand the content under which our traditional foundation has been laid. We are just encouraging them. We want more people on board, most especially our politicians should help us. This time around, I will state it categorically that we are going to take an action which is not of a violent position, but to be clear in a statement that if our purpose to achieve a holiday for the traditionalists is not being derived, it will be very difficult for the traditionalists to participate in the oncoming election. That one is a fact, because we are three, the religious bodies are three, and we are speaking one voice. We want our members also to join the Christian, the Peace Council, so that our voice should be heard. not only the traditional, the Christians and the Muslims should be there. We want other religious bodies. We want them to join the Peace Council mission so that we can speak one voice. We are only one people. It is only through the religion that we have been segregated in order to think I'm different from my younger brother, I'm different from my elder brother, because we are having the coat of different religion. That wouldn't be the problem. But the politicians should get it clear that this time around, the traditionalists are coming. And we are coming to request our holiday. That is the final issue. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so very much. We want to thank you for your time with us today. Just as we said, we will public this and everybody will hear it.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
You are welcome. You are welcome.